points in just months.
A couple things. Y'all are about to. Tiny houses are now officially legal. See 100%, 350 square foot tiny homes, 60 square foot tiny homes, and you're also about to hear my buddy Randy talk about how he took 15,000 and turned it into $12 million. Okay, 15,000 and turned it into $12 million. All right, I'm gonna play the video.
At the bank says, hey, I can't have axles underneath it. The brackets are still there. Put the axles somewhere in somebody's garage. If they want to move, jack it up and haul it out of there, even though you have a permanent foundation. They said, well, not on a trailer. Do you understand? What's underneath there is a steel frame. There's just two I-beams. That's it with axles underneath it. So the steel I-beams underneath there is actually your foundation. All we're doing is blocking it up under the steel frame. Right. And then the tongue can be removed, or it can be a removable or cut off. It is a permanent foundation home. Now the other thing about codes and restrictions are, because the inspector wants to say, hey, was it wired, plumbed, and framed correctly? I don't know, because I wasn't there during construction. So therefore, how do they know that it was built right? Yeah. That's when you come into a modular certification. Now, we're not modular certified throughout the country because there's not a need for that right now. We are looking into Kentucky with a friend of mine, Rick. He's trying to get some modular homes in Kentucky. We're working with engineers there. The state of Tennessee just passed that law I've been talking to you guys about, that tiny homes can be modular certified. What is modular certified? Yes. Modular certified is equivalent to a foundation stick 2x4 framed house. So when you go and pull a permit and you say, I want to buy a quarter acre, 5 acres in the state of Tennessee, and I want to put a modular home on there, and I'm going to pull a permit from the courthouse. You're going to go down there to the building inspector and you're going to pull your permits. You're going to need a foundation plan, and that's it. Now you're going to have electrical, which is going to be your just your connection. What's going to happen is we are going to do all the building here. We do all the inspections right here. So then when we pull this house to your land that you just bought, and you've got a slab or however you're going to put it on your foundation, it comes with a certificate that says this home is a modular home. It has been inspected by the state of Tennessee, and the only inspections will be your footers, and that inspector in your county or your city will come out and look and make sure you got rebar in your footers, it's laid out right, and they're good. They may rod the ground to make sure it's solid, and that's it. You don't pull any permit. There's not a framing, there's not an insulating, there's not a sheetrock one. You eliminate all of those inspections because we have been modular certified by the state of Tennessee right here in our factory. So that means this tiny home right here, this one right here, that's 160 square feet in the state of Tennessee, everybody.
160 square foot home, 160 square feet. Listen,
there's a lot of people moving here. In the state of Tennessee, that can be your primary residence.
This is major news, guys. We're talking, we've been in this business for 9 years. This is the first time we are getting this information.
And you think Jim Hightower?
Yes.
He's out of the state capital in Nashville.
Tennessee.
Jim Hightower's over a modular certification over the state. It took 2 years to pass this legislature in Tennessee. This is, I don't know why it's not on Good Morning America, because the state of Tennessee has been so futuristic looking at the future of tiny homes and construction and affordable housing. They have set forth before California. Everybody thinks California's a forerunner. They're not. Tennessee came up with this. This is an amazing thing.
The leader.
So if you're a young person, you're going to say, I can't afford a home. Go buy a piece of ground. All right? Go get a piece of ground. I used to save up. My wife and I was first married. I seen a piece of ground and I thought, you know what? I want to buy that land. It was 7 acres. It was $15,000.
Wow.
I don't have $15,000.
Right.
and I wasn't going to go in debt for it. So her and I looked at it and said, yeah. And I said, well, you know what? Let's save up for it. And if it's for sale, when we have the money, that's all I'm going to do. Then it was meant to be. And I'll tell you what, 1 year almost to the day, I put $15,000 in my pocket. We saved it up. We budgeted our life. It was just her and I. I walked over to the guy's house. I drove up to the land, what was for sale. He was picking the sign up that day and was putting it in his truck, and he said, nobody bought it in a year, I'm going to get rid of it. I swear, it was that day when I pulled up.
No.
And I went up to him and I said, sir, I want to buy your land. He said, it's $15,000.
Did you know that as you're watching this, you're eligible to receive a $1,400 a month health card that you can spend on bills?
$15,000 right here.
No.
And I gave him $15,000.
That's a great story.
That home, that land,
now
$15,000. Then back then, I had to go out and borrow more money. I didn't borrow any money to get the land. I borrowed $30,000 from our teachers' credit union. I was a school teacher, and that's I've told this story before. Where I cut the trees and everything and built a home all by myself for $30,000. 5 years later, I sold it because things go up, and I did all the work myself. Sold it for $160,000. Took that land, bought 160 acres, which turned it into $12 million, which was the resort at Brothers Cove.
Yes.
That's what land does. That's what you can do with a little bit of sweat equity. What we're offering here in the state of Tennessee with this modular certification is go buy you some land, right? Go buy a quarter acre, a half acre. You got to pay $25,000 for a half acre. Perfect. Don't worry about it. That can be your primary residence. Think about it. You can live in that and take your time, and you don't have to do what I did and build a house in 8 months, and your hands go numb and your feet go numb, and it's hard. I worked too hard. You can live in that and be comfortable and have a life, right? While you're building a future on the other part of that property, and then resell it. And that's how you get up in life. That's how you start doing things. You got to work the sweat, even if you don't know how to do it. I tell everybody.
You didn't know how to do it.
You can teach a monkey to build homes.
You didn't know how to do it. You went to the library.
I went and bought a carpentry book, and it said vertical 2x4s every 16 inches. I was okay. Mark, and did it. Did I make mistakes? I sure did. But that house was awesome. It looked great. I did exactly.
It was actually in Southern Living magazine.
It sure was.
Yep,
We've been in Southern Living magazine.
Anyhow, guys, y'all go watch the rest of this video on Randy's channel. And anyhow, there you go. It's now legal to have tiny houses in Tennessee, and it's probably coming to a state near you. So I'm quite sure real estate land price is about to go absolutely through the roof in Tennessee right now. Absolutely through the roof. And also he turned $15,000 into 12 million. I'm telling you guys, it's not going to get no cheaper. It's not going to get no cheaper. It's just going to be a downsize, and it's going to be a massive downsize. And they're going to be like, well, you can't afford a house? Well, go buy you a tiny house and put it on some land. That's all they're going to tell you. That's all they're going to tell you. Anyhow, talk to y'all later, man. Get in my consultation. $222. $222. You could cash at me or Zelle me. If you don't have the $222, if you got $50, I'll do $50 a week for 5 weeks. You don't have $50, but wait, if you don't have $50, I'll do $33 a week for 10 weeks. For 10 weeks. All right, I'll work with you guys. I will work with you. All right. I'm thinking about another plan also that's even cheaper. But anyhow, let me brainstorm on it some more. But the sooner you guys get in, is the faster you learn, the faster you buy your land. I just had a brother buy some land. He signed up with me, I think 4 days ago, and the very next day he bought his first piece of land, $300 down, $72 a month. $72 a month. Shout out to that brother. He know who he is. Close to the beach in Florida. Close to the beach, a beautiful piece of land. And I'm gonna put him on some more property in North Carolina in about 7 weeks. Those of you want to buy property in North Carolina, a whole bunch of property coming up in North Carolina. I got a real good seller in North Carolina to finance you guys. North Carolina is not cheap. You're gonna be paying some money. All right. So don't expect no cheap prices, but do expect financing, rent to own financing. Do expect that. But low money down, very low money down, and low monthly payments for what it is. All right. Talk to y'all later. My phone number. Just call me directly, man. I'll pick up the phone or text me. You know, don't call me to babble. I don't want to be talking on the phone, babbling with you and talking about they supposed to give us free land and all this foolishness. All right. If you're ready to do business, call me 754-229-0940. Again, 754-229-0940, or you can text me. Talk to you later. I do have a spam thing on my phone to block spammers, so you do have to state your name and your business or whatever when you call, and then it'll call me and let me know who's calling. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.